that the most visited distillery in the world is not in Scotland or even in Kentucky, but right here in Tennessee. With over 6 million visitors annually to their 4 locations, Ole Smoky is the leading moonshine brand in the world and the first legal moonshine distiller in Tennessee's storied history of making moonshine. Creating products with knowledge passed down through generations of local families, Ole Smoky has over 25 flavors of moonshine sold in 50 states and 54 countries. Come with me as we go see how moonshine has gone mainstream. For the American Dream TV, I'm your host, Lacey Newman. I'm so excited to introduce you to Jessi Baker, co-founder of Yee-Haw Brewing and Ole Smoky Distillery. Now, Jessi, when people think of a moonshiner, they're probably not expecting to see you. How did you get into this business?
So, Joe and I met in high school, and we are high school sweethearts from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We went to college together, then law school together, and we were prosecutors, attorneys. And then in 2008, 2009, when the economy kind of tanked across the nation, our Tennessee legislature did something that I think is really smart. And they passed a law allowing for the distillation of spirits in counties other than where George Dickel, Pritchard's, and Jack Daniel's were already being made, the whiskey brands. And so Sevier County was one of those counties, which is where Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge are. And we decided to base our moonshine company in Gatlinburg. And we decided to do this, and like any good stubborn hillbilly, he persisted with this idea. And within about 6 months, we were open for business. And about 6 months after that, we were in probably 8 states. And then I guess another 6 months, and it just, it blew up. We were on the Today Show, and it just kind of went crazy.
It's incredible. Well, you know, when I think of moonshine, I think of like that old dirty jar of clear liquid that you'd take a tiny sip of in high school. But look at all of this. You have a million different flavors.
When we first started, all we really cared about was wanting to preserve that really authentic piece of Appalachia. And so using recipes that were authentic. So for corn whiskey and white lightning. But then as we kind of expanded, and we really wanted to make something palatable and drinkable for anyone, you know. So if you come to our location here and you're with, you know, a group of people, somebody might want corn whiskey because it is authentic and it's, 100 proof, whatever. But somebody might want blackberry or apple pie, and we now have all of that to offer. And it's, I think it's made the rainbow wool behind us. So, yeah.
It totally has. Okay, so you have this amazing event space with Yee-Haw Brewing Company, and you have your locations in Gatlinburg. What is next?
So I think it's super interesting right now with Yee-Haw Brewing because I think we are up to our 6th location. So we opened in 2015 in Johnson City. We now have Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Greenville, South Carolina, Knoxville, and then here in Nashville, which is currently our only co-branded property. And say, okay, somebody wants to drink moonshine, but this guy over here would way rather have a beer. And with Yee-Haw, we're making really sessionable, drinkable beers like IPAs and lagers and pilsners. And so that alongside with ciders we're bringing in, and it's made both of the brands, I think, really complement one another. And we're really able to offer so much more to like any group that comes here. And I think for that reason, most people are typically satisfied and can always find something that they enjoy drinking.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. If you are in Nashville or you are passing through East Tennessee, you have to make sure you stop by one of the locations of Ole Smoky Distillery and Yee-Haw Brewing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Jessi.
Thank you so much.
For American Dream TV, I'm Lacey Newman. See you next time.